Here's what we ask of our elected officials.
No, here's what we demand.
To the extent that Trump pursues racist,
sexist, anti-immigrant,
anti-worker, anti-Muslim, anti-Semitic, anti-environmental policies,
we demand that you vigorously oppose him.
All right, well, they couldn't stop the inauguration. That's still on. So after the inauguration, they're going to stop him at every path. That is still on. Actor Robert Davi on that push by many Hollywood elites to make life hell for the new president. What do you think of it?
That's making America sick again, Neil. I mean, we don't need that. You know, I mean, here it is. You have the elites that fly around, they have fun. Give it a chance. I mean, this is just you see, I think there's a concerted effort to kind of like first delegitimize Donald Trump and now give this little, because they've lost. And it's very frustrating because I respect them as artists. But when they band together, we didn't do that for Trump. You know, I mean, for Obama. We didn't do that for Obama. In Saudi Arabia today, they beheaded a guy because he had a little protest when he was 18 years old. They beheaded a guy. Now, it's fine to protest, but this is beyond that. This is propaganding. And celebrities use their celebrity to indoctrinate the youth, because most people just are hearing that, what they're saying. Oh, he's a racist. Every single MSNBC soundbite that they want to give you, they're giving you here on, and it's just
but I remember, I don't know
disingenuous,
about
it's dishonest.
The actors and actresses in this, Robert, whether they were part of that crowd that criticized Republicans for blocking Barack Obama on key legislative matters, including the Health Care Act, which was deemed racist at the time in their opposition. But now they're playing that obstructionist view, and of course, many of the mainstream media have not called them out as racist or anything else, just that they're exercising their rights.
Right. Well, they are. I mean, they're exercising their rights, but at the same time, it's, you know, is it right? This is, again, fake. They talk about fake news. This is fake, whatever it is. Because everything they want to say in terms of racism, it's been proven that he's not what any of those guys are saying that he is, or women. So that's another big issue.
Robert,
that
they're
you have
jumping
to take.
on this issue. Donald Trump doesn't have anyone to perform at the inauguration. I don't even know if that's true, but I would think it'd be offensive if Donald Trump all of a sudden had a cascade of stars coming in, because that's not him. But is that a big deal? Who shows up at the inauguration? Who plays? Who does what?
Well, let's put it this way. I mean, it's an honor to do that. I don't know why guys wouldn't want to do that for the country. I mean, you know, myself, I mean, there's ridicule in terms of who's an A-lister and who's a C-lister and who's a B-lister.
You have a great voice.
And all that.
You're a great singer. Well, have you been asked? Does he know how greatest singer you are?
Well, yeah, I mean, I've been trying to, you know, I've been putting the feelers out, but no response. And
really?
That's one of the frustrations, I think. Yeah, I think one of the frustrations
my show's watched by dozens, powerful people, so you'll be in good shape. But what is that? I mean, I would think if you're any entertainer, you're not performing for this president per se, but for the president. You know what I mean? Like, I think we get caught up in the person. It would be an honor, right or left, no matter who it is, right?
Absolutely. I would never look at Neil. Let's be honest about Hollywood. O'Reilly last night on his show had asked Krauthammer about the blacklist of Hollywood because of Trump. Well, there's always been this blacklist in the conservative movement since I can remember. I can't, you know, and it's much bigger right now. And I can tell you, I know names of people, singers and artists, that are for Trump but will not come out and say it because of the bias that you have. So what happens is, this is the reverse of that. The guys get on the bandwagon. They say, we're not going to perform. And it's all that club that says, don't perform. You can't perform.
Would they be blacklisted if they did? In other words, is Hollywood that petty that someone who had expressed a view would all of a sudden not get a movie role or get a concert gig because of that? It sounds overly childish.
Neil, that's what happens.
Really?
I've been booked and then unbooked. I had a manager in music that wrote me a letter saying, I can't represent you. I have the email because of Donald Trump.
Oh,
okay, that's a fact. I'm telling you, this happens in Hollywood. It's the blacklist of the 50s, but in reverse with conservatisms. Now, not everyone. Yeah. And I've even had people say to me basically that, hey, you know what, come out against Trump and we'll do this, 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 and that. I'm telling you, it happens. But who cares? To me, the country comes first. And this is what the important thing was, being able to speak your mind, no matter what side of the fence you might be on, except
Do they know that you have
Don't
played
lie
like
about
mob
it.
roles and that would be a kind of a dangerous thing to push? I mean, just saying.
Well, let me put it this way. I also have a gentle side, As a matter of fact, Neil, I'm going to run for governor of New Jersey. I decided to give Piscopo a run for his money and put my hat in the ring, so to speak. I figured,
A lot of
would be very
Italians. That's a
interesting.
lot of Italians.
Two paisans
There
going
we
at
go.
it. I mean,
There
just
we
think of
go.
the debates.
Robert Davi, thank you very much. Happy New Year to my friend. Be well.
Neil, Happy New Year. God bless to you.
All right. On this same show, of course, you remember when the Ford